This is the Stereosis.
The NYSC Batch A list is out for prospective corps members to go into camp and then do the regular things, the regular stuff, the parades and all the rest. But I believe that that program has actually outlived its youthfulness, its usefulness. The NYSC program, I mean, because I cannot understand why a graduate will go and waste a whole 1 year teaching. Maybe I was trained to be an engineer. They would take me to a school to teach what?
I think I also believe it has outlived its usefulness, but the whole thing is, like, most young graduates now going into that, they won't have the same view you have about it.
All right.
A lot of excitement around it, and that's idea of serving one's nation and all this kind of thing. Coupled with unemployment, a lot of people just want an escape from house. To go serve.
I think that is one of the purpose for the assignment.
Yeah.
Those that has never, maybe some of them that has never stayed away from their parents' house, they are just excited that for 1 year they will stay without their parents asking their whereabouts and all the rest.
And again, when you're done with school and maybe you've been at home for like 6 months, doing nothing, and they see the reality of life, you're out of school, you don't go to school, nobody asks you to go to school, and you have nothing doing, you've tried looking for small thing and nothing is working. And then the next thing you do is to wait for your service. But I don't think you blame the excitement. It's SARS. But if you ask any person going to serve now, the person won't see it. See, both of us will serve, and it's when you get into the camp and you're out, you go to one remote village and you're serving, you find out that midway you just find out this does not work. What are you doing here? Like you said, maybe
Now another the one thing is sure here. The main purpose of establishing NYSC was immediately after the Biafran War.
Yes, like
they were finding 1973.
Yeah.
Now they were finding a ground to unify Nigerian youth, and then they said, according to them, to propagate national consciousness,
national unity, coexistence.
Yes, but
there are a lot of lofty
ideas about it. But at this stage, I don't see any form of unity that the thing is fostering. Anyways, that's my choice of word. NYSC has not succeeded in
most of those objectives.
Yes.
I think it was go on and brought.
That was the action of the military. Now, what I believe should have been done, as it stands now, is to engage the youth in entrepreneurial program. In NYSC, they have a program, Said. The Said program is a kind of is a cosmetic work they do over there.
Yeah, because
nothing detailed.
No, but I can imagine, like what you said, that I can imagine if that 3 weeks, 21 days you spent on like learning a skill, or they can extend you like 60 days or thereabouts, you learn a skill and you're giving, instead of poaching to a village, you are giving maybe like 500k to go and actually do something with your life with it.
Or to think about an industrial training. For me, the ideology I have about a national service is a situation whereby a graduate from maybe, let's say, public administration is taken into the ministry to go, you absorb them into the ministry as maybe IT employees. Then they go there and learn the practicals. That is for those who are interested in practicing their field of study. They go into the field and then practice what you were taught in school. Or you are an engineer. They attach you with an engineering firm, and then you learn the practical aspect of it. Bearing in mind that the school system on its own has failed, or is failing most times in impacting the practical knowledge.
Yeah, but you know, I don't think those things can be done by federal government alone. How many couples should you send to ministry?
No, if you look at those who have studied education, you send them to primary and secondary schools to teach.
No, the idea of people using couples in school, I don't like it. Because Okay, you now study poverty. What are you doing in school? There are
I-
professionals who should be doing that. Or if they want teachers.
While I was serving, there was a girl who studied English Yoruba.
Okay.
That is linguistics.
Linguistics.
Now they gave her religious studies to teach.
Okay, they don't find Yoruba in school.
The FI Yoruba, but she cannot teach. She was from Akwa Ibom. Do you understand? And what she did was linguistics. I think she combined English and Yoruba.
Okay.
Now there was a teacher taking it.
Taking the
Yes,
Yoruba.
and then the school where we were serving in the Ekiti State, they just found a way around it and then gave her CRS to teach. Meanwhile, there are those who had gone to the university to study religious studies. They were the ones who were supposed to do the work and not someone who studied English linguistics. Now, what does she do? She goes to the classroom and then she's teaching, because she's from a religious background. You're just going to be preaching. Like, that is not the purpose of CRS.
Yeah. You are very correct by saying that he has outlived his use. I don't think most of what we are seeing now is close to any of the set objectives. Like if you look at, are we becoming closer? Is the nation
No.
united?
The country has never been divided like it is, even at the moment. See, the country has always been divided across ethnic line, even before the war.
War, yes.
Do you understand? Now, the only thing I think I gained from NYSC personally was my interaction with some set of Yoruba people, which I've always seen Yoruba people everywhere.
I think for me, my own was in the camp.
Okay.
I served in Nasarawa State, and I think I had the best time in camp. Not even when I was serving, because when I was serving, we moved to one secondary school and we had like 7 corporates.
All right.
But my 21 days in camp,
It was the camp experience was always very
There's
fun.
always debate at night. We talked
Yeah.
about the Igbo. They will see you and say,
I remember a particular core member who actually thought I was a lawyer because of the way I sounded and the way we were talking.
Yeah,
he said he literally was like my Lene colleague. I would just laugh it out. I say, I'm not a lawyer, my brother. I studied the public
I
administration.
think during my own time was at the point of Nnamdi Kanu's
Oh,
movement.
really?
Really. So and
They must have bombarded you with
oh my
questions.
God, but it was very interesting. So then we
Alright.
had to learn a lot of things about it.
Yeah.
And now when you
Yeah.
kind of discussion with educated guys and they sat down, some guys from the core north, I found out that the guy from what's it called, Adamawa State.
Okay.
And he said we assume they are outside. He said he's not an outside guy. Like he said they have more than 40 tribes in Adamawa.
In Adamawa alone.
He called,
Okay.
I can't remember, is Ibrahim. We used to we play ball together, a lot of things. We laugh. Then you come and say, Igbo guy, I want to leave Nigeria, and we explain. It was fun. But when I was actually doing the main service, was in one village, Nasarawa, and we all spent 1 year there. So I don't think it's fun.
Well, the fun in camp is another experience that we can actually let lie, but you must, or the federal government must find alternatives to training the Nigerian youth towards being useful to the society instead of wasting 1 year somewhere. Now you risk. Some people, you can even risk impregnating someone's daughter. You risk being killed. Do you understand? And then a lot of other things.
Some people lose your pay job to go and serve.
You have to go and serve, and then that's why there is a high prevalence in should I call it ghost coppers? So how do you call it? Coppers that have scorned from service. Now the only thing they do is they come routinely to mark attendance and then off they go back to where they are.
There was this my friend I met after my service and he wanted to serve. He had when he finished, he had a betting shop and he was driving, he combined the POS then. And this guy was about closing everything to go and serve. And I met him and I said, "What are you mad?" The guy said, "Why?" He said he wants to go and serve. And I said, "Oh boy, don't leave this thing to go and serve." these things are not the way you see it, and you are doing fine now. You're employing someone, and you want to do somebody.
You know, the basic thing is that there is this should I say a lure among the people just to wear that khaki.
Yeah, khaki, and I was thinking that maybe you could even get a better job if you go to that place.
Yes.
But this guy is doing extremely well now. So what he ended up doing was he went to that place. I think what posted something.
I think unfortunately, what is obtainable in NYSC today, from the beginning it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Because from when it was founded, as you're passing out, the likelihood of getting a job was always there.
Yes.
Now, one factor that altered it is the influx of people into the university system.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be educated. During the period which NYSC was founded, how many people do you see in camps? There were fewer. And now, they were even better trained.
And then,
do you understand? Now you have a lot of them. Like you see a university churning out thousands of graduates every year.
There are no industries.
And then there are no industries to absorb them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the need for self-reliance
it's now
should be emphasized.
More than just going.
More than just going and sitting down, lying idle, doing something. If the federal government can actually draft a scheme where immediately you leave camp after the 3 weeks of orientation camp activities, then you go. That money they are paying you, even if it's giving you a portion of it, and then at the end of your whole training, they give you the whole money at once. You just go
go and try something with your life.
Yes, because
imagine if you're giving like 500,000. Imagine that camp. I made a lot of friends. You could start a company with like 4 or 5